Hi, I'm Dr. David Holz, and I'm a general pediatrician with Marshfield Clinic Health System. And I'm here today to talk about being a new dad, something that's exciting and can be scary and everything in between. Just to know that in the process of delving into fatherhood, you are likely going to encounter a lot of questions. And in a class that I teach, we often address a lot of those questions, including how to change diapers and how to prepare a bottle, and basically enter into a lot of those things that fathers are questioning about how to be a father, how to be effective support to their significant other as well. One of the things that fathers often ask are, how can I balance caring for my baby with also not spoiling my baby? And it's important to know that with having a newborn, babies really can't be spoiled during the first year of life, because babies don't really have wants, they have needs. Babies need to be fed, babies need to sleep, babies need security, and they need love. And so when we think about needs, those are things that we have to give a baby for a baby to thrive. As we think about a baby's needs and how to interact with a baby, some fathers can be afraid of even holding their baby. I remember when I had my first son, I was honestly terrified to even hold him. And certainly mothers play a primary role in feeding and caring for your baby, but as a father, you play an important role too, and we want to make sure that you are able to bond and connect with your baby. And some practical ways to do that, in addition to considering bottle feeding your baby and being able to support mom through feeding, other ways to support and bond include reading with your baby. When we think about development, communication and speech are things that are formed really early on, and in a practical way that you can engage and help your baby grow in communication is to read. All right, so being a new dad, again, trying to find that balance of how to care for your baby and how to care for yourself and care for mom, again, can be a really hard balance. And we know that we are always best serving others well when we're also healthy ourselves. And so finding that balance and finding the things that are important to you to keep you healthy mentally and physically is really important. Always encourage early on, if possible, to find a time for you and your significant other to get away, even for an hour, to have someone available to watch your baby so you guys can focus on your relationship, because your baby is going to quickly eclipse everything else in your life, and though that's appropriate in a lot of ways, we want to make sure that you have balance in your relationship too, because that will make you a better mother and father down the road. So prioritize early dates and time to get away. Also, when I try to encourage fathers how to be supportive, feeding is a huge one, and ways to encourage mom early on in breastfeeding, because we know that breastfeeding is hard sometimes, and that can be really stressful for moms who are entering motherhood with questions and doubts about how well she is going to do with being a mother, and feeding is such a critical component of that. If breastfeeding is a challenge, that can be really discouraging to mom, and there are ways that as a father you can help. So simple words of affirmation saying, hey, that was a great feed, baby latched well, you did awesome. Those are really powerful things that can encourage mom in ways that you may not possibly be able to understand. Being a new dad is stressful at times, and at moments when you may be alone with your baby and you're trying to give mom a break and your baby is crying and you've tried all of the strategies to calm him down, and you find that those aren't working. And so make sure you have someone that you can call to have over or to come over and be able to relieve you, because that will be an escape for you if and when you need it. So I encourage you, if and when those moments arise where your baby is inconsolable and you just don't know what else to do, feel the freedom to lay your baby down in your crib and allow him to cry. Put an earbud in and listen to music or something to be able to separate yourself from that for at least 5 minutes or even 10 minutes, because at the end of the day, a crying baby is a safe baby. So final thoughts about being a new dad. It is an amazing experience. and it can be an exhausting experience, and you may and likely will go through the gamut of all the emotions throughout the process of being a new father. If you experience sadness and even question why you became a father, why you thought it was a good idea, again, know you're not alone. If you are wondering about something, please ask. Please engage with other friends who have gone ahead of you and have experienced those moments, because there's great value and wisdom from that. Talk to your pediatrician, talk to your parents, but don't be afraid of asking questions, because that's how you learn and that's how you'll become a better father. So I wish you the best of luck as you travel down the path of fatherhood, and know that you are not alone in the process.